Have you ever wondered why some people love loudly while others love quietly? Why some love feels conditional, but another kind feels effortless? Here's something psychology reveals. When someone truly loves you, they don't give with reasons. They give naturally, no reminders, no explanations, no expectations in return. Most people confuse attention with love, but real love shows up in ways you never have to ask for. In this video, you'll discover 3 things someone will always give you when their love is real. These signs are subtle, easy to miss, but once you see them, you can't unsee them. Watch till the end, because the final sign is the one most people ignore, yet it reveals everything. Welcome to Psychology Zone, where emotions meet science. If you want to understand love deeply, subscribe and stay with us. Sign 1. Emotional presence without distraction. Have you ever felt like someone was physically there, but emotionally far away? Before we go deeper, this is the first and most revealing sign, because when love is real, presence is given freely, not forced, not negotiated. Have you ever noticed how rare true attention feels today? Everyone is busy, everyone is distracted, everyone is half listening. But when someone truly loves you, they give you something different. They give you their presence, not just their time, not just a reply, their focus. Have you ever talked to someone who doesn't check their phone while you're speaking? Who doesn't rush your words? Who doesn't make you feel like you're interrupting their life? Before we talk about love languages or big gestures or romantic words, this matters more. Because emotional presence means their mind stays with you. When you speak, they listen, not to respond, but to understand. Have you ever noticed how they remember small details? Things you mentioned once. A passing worry, a quiet hope. That's not effort, that's attention. Psychology shows something important here. When someone is emotionally bonded, their brain prioritizes the person they love, not because they try to, but because they want to. So when they're with you, they're actually with you. Have you ever felt that silence with them doesn't feel empty? No pressure to talk, no need to entertain, just shared space. That's presence. Before we move forward, think about this. When you're upset, do they stay? Not to fix, not to lecture, but to sit with you? Have you ever noticed how they don't rush your emotions? They don't tell you to calm down. They don't minimize what you feel. They let you feel it, and they stay. That's not common. Most people disappear when emotions get heavy. They change the topic. They distract themselves. They emotionally check out. But someone who truly loves you doesn't disappear. They stay present even when it's uncomfortable. Have you ever realized how safe that feels? Knowing someone won't leave emotionally when things aren't light or easy? Before love is spoken, this is how it shows. Through presence without distraction. They don't make you compete with their phone, their stress, their ego. When you matter, your presence is enough to hold their attention. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I feel seen with them? That's not luck, that's love. Because attention is a choice, and emotional presence is one of the clearest signs someone's heart is already invested. They give it without asking, without conditions, without reasons. And once you experience it, you realize something powerful. Real love doesn't always say much, but it shows up, quietly, consistently, fully. And that is the first thing someone will always give you when they truly love you. Sign 2, safety to be yourself. Have you ever noticed how your body reacts around certain people? Before we go deeper, this is the second sign, and it's one of the most personal, because real love doesn't demand effort, it removes it. Have you ever felt like you didn't need to explain yourself? Didn't need to perform? Didn't need to be on? Around most people, we adjust, we filter, we hide parts of ourselves. But when someone truly loves you, those defenses soften. Have you ever realized how your shoulders drop around them? How your breathing slows? How your thoughts feel less guarded? That's not coincidence. That's emotional safety. Before love becomes words, it becomes a feeling in the body. You don't worry about saying the wrong thing. You don't replay conversations later. You don't fear being misunderstood. Have you ever shared something messy, an insecurity, a strange thought, a quiet fear, And instead of pulling away, they stayed? No judgment, no fixing, no minimizing, just acceptance. Psychology explains this simply. When the brain feels safe, it stops protecting itself. That's why you feel more like yourself, more honest, more real. Have you ever laughed at something small and didn't feel silly? Cried and didn't feel weak? Been quiet and didn't feel boring? That's safety. Before we talk about passion or chemistry or excitement, this matters more because attraction can exist without safety, but love cannot. Have you ever noticed how you don't need to impress them? No need to be perfect. No pressure to prove your worth. They already see you, and they're still there. That's not tolerance. That's acceptance. Most people love the version of you that feels easy to love, but someone who truly loves you gives you space to be human. Have you ever realized how rare that is? To be tired and not apologize. To be quiet and not explain. To be emotional and not feel like a burden. When love is real, safety is given freely, not earned, not negotiated. They don't make you question yourself. They don't make you shrink. Instead, you feel allowed to take up space. Before your mind labels it as love, your nervous system already knows. You feel calmer. You feel grounded. You feel at home. And once you experience that kind of safety, you realize something important. Love isn't about being admired. It's about being accepted. And that is the second thing someone will give you naturally when they truly love you. Sign 3, consistency without explanation. Have you ever noticed how some people show up and others only appear? Before we go deeper, this is the third sign, and it's the one that reveals everything. Because real love doesn't fluctuate, it stabilizes. Have you ever felt confused by someone? One day they're warm, the next day they're distant. That isn't love, that's inconsistency. When someone truly loves you, you don't have to guess. They don't disappear when life gets busy. They don't change when the mood shifts. They don't pull away without warning. They stay. Have you ever noticed how their behavior doesn't need explaining? They don't promise. They don't overtalk. They simply show up. Psychology explains this clearly. When emotional attachment is secure, behavior becomes predictable, not boring, not routine, reliable. Have you ever felt calm because you knew they'd be there? Not because they said it, but because they always are. That's consistency. They don't give love only when it's convenient or when they need something. They give it because it's part of who they are with you. Have you ever noticed how their care doesn't fade after arguments or misunderstandings? They don't punish with silence. They don't withdraw affection. They stay connected. Before love is declared, this is how it proves itself. Consistency without explanation. No hot and cold. No emotional games. No confusion. Just presence. Again and again. And once you experience this, you stop feeling anxious. You stop overthinking because your heart feels steady. Real love doesn't keep you guessing. It makes you feel secure. And that is the third thing someone gives you naturally when they truly love you. If these signs felt familiar, then maybe your heart already knows the truth. Take a moment. Think about the person in your life who gives you their attention, their acceptance, their unwavering presence, without asking for anything in return. If this video spoke to you, like it, share it, and comment below. Tell us which sign felt most personal to you, and don't forget, subscribe to Psychology Zone. We explore love, emotions, and human behavior so you can understand yourself and others on a deeper level. Because real love doesn't ask for reasons. It simply shows up. Now you finally know what it looks like.